Hi everybody, welcome to the exercise portion of the Journey of Becoming program. I think that exercise is so important in a healthy lifestyle, and you're on this journey of becoming and you're beginning to really discover who you are and what your passions are, and it's so important to take care of your body and your mind, and this is just going to be, and your nutrition, so that's coming. But anyway, this first exercise is an arm workout, and it's for kind of beginner to intermediate. You can certainly make it harder, you can make it easier, you can do it with or without weights. I recommend 3-pound weights. And so this is going to make you feel really good, especially if you haven't exercised previously. It's just going to make you feel like you've done something great for yourself. You may be a little sore, but just keep with it, and you're going to begin to see a little more definition in your arms, and all the other videos are going to help too. So let's go ahead and get started with this one. Let me just say before we begin, it's really good to warm up, and we're going to do just a little bit of just moving around to warm up. But then, you know, I think it's nice if you could take a 10-minute walk before you do this. You just don't want to pull anything. And so that's probably my best advice. But do this 3 times a week, and you're going to see a difference in your arms by the time spring gets here. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And here are my 3-pound dumbbells. And so we're going to start, well, let's just swing back and forth a little bit just to get warmed up. And the dumbbells just kind of propel you, and it feels good to just twist. And just do this a few more times. And then one important thing is to keep your chest out, and you want to keep your chin up and really pay attention to your form. You don't want to just sling the weights, because that's not going to do you any good. You want to be intentional with this. So chin up and chest out, and raise your arms up and then out to the side. And we're going to do this for 15 reps, 15 each way. So this is number 3. And if you start feeling tired, you can always drop the weights. And that's 5 and 6. I feel my biceps starting to burn. And 8. You can bend your knees slightly. You don't want to lock your knees out. Okay, I think this is 10. Maybe I lost count. One more won't hurt. And 12. 13. 2 more. 14. And 15. And just let your arms fall by your side. Shake your shoulders a little bit, and we'll move on to the next exercise. Okay, so this next exercise combines shoulders and biceps. So we're going to come up the same way with our biceps that we did in the first exercise, and then turn the weights and immediately go up above our head. So bring it up and then push up. And remember, still keep your chin up and your chest out as you're moving. We're going to do 15 of these again. So look, that's already 4. And 5. And as always, feel free to drop the weights if it gets too heavy. And 7, I think. I'm bad at counting. You want to keep your shoulders relaxed with your chest out and your chin up. I think this is 10. I'm feeling it. And 11. 13. 14. And 15. And again, shake your arms out. How are you feeling? Maybe just let them dangle, twist your hands. You don't want to grip the weights too tightly. All right, now we're gonna move on to exercise number 3. I think there are 10 in all. So for this one, we're gonna begin with the weights just out right in front of you. And you're gonna move first your left arm back, your head follows, and this is just a swimming move. So it's as if you're in the water and you just follow the weight with your head, with your eyes. This one is a little more difficult. Please drop the weights or modify if you need to. You want your range of motion here to be really big. You're working your triceps, you're working your biceps, you're working your back and your shoulders. So this exercise is really good for your entire upper body. I think this is 7. This is getting ready to be 8. We're gonna do 12 of these. This one is a little harder. 10, 11. Oh, it's burning. And last one. And go ahead and drop the weights after this one. Shake your arms out a little bit. Give your shoulders a break. Maybe swing around a little bit more and just let go of that one. That one's a good one. It's tough. If you haven't been doing this, you will be a little sore tomorrow, but it'll be worth it. All right, so for this next exercise, you want to bend your knees just a little bit. Again, head up, chin up, shoulders back, and then your elbows go back. You don't want to grip the weight too tightly, so you're going to start in the back and just pull the weights up in front of your face. And this is working so much as well. You can feel it in your back. Definitely biceps, triceps. It's just an overall good exercise. I'm so bad at counting. You'll learn that about me. I think that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3 more, 13, 14, and 15. And just let those weights dangle again. And when you're doing all of these exercises, keep your core tight. That's part of having good form. So not only are you working your arms, but if you're engaging your stomach muscles, you're really gonna feel it there as well. All right, for this next one, you're gonna be in the same position. Maybe I should turn to the side to show you. So you're gonna have your arms out, and you can take them one at a time. And you just wanna pull the weight back to your hip bone. Engage your core. Keep that chin up. How about let's call this 6. Eight. Are you getting tired yet? 9, 10. This is similar to the other one. The angle is just different, so it's gonna work a different set of muscles. But again, you're gonna feel this in your back and in your shoulders as well. Maybe that's 12. And 14. And last one. And stand up straight and let your arms dangle. Maybe you want to take a deep breath. and blow it out, and moving right along. For this one, you're going to take a step back with your left foot and raise the weights up straight over your head. Stand up really straight, engage your core, and then come into a warrior two. And then turn the weights so they're like hammers. And then you're gonna bring your back arm to the front and take it back. And this arm goes to meet it. It's kind of like you're shooting a bow and arrow. This one is a little more difficult. Keep the weights at shoulder height. Let your head follow. You're gonna feel this in your obliques as well as in your shoulders. We're gonna do 2 more of these because we have to switch to the other side. And then shake your arms out. This is when you may want to start with no weights because it is a little more difficult. So we're going to do the other side. So take your right foot and step back. Bring the weights up and then come into a warrior two position. Check both arms and then turn the weights as if they were a hammer. Bring your back arm in, take it back. Drop the weights if you need to. Keep your core engaged. I'm getting tired. This is number 3. And last one. Drop the weights and let your arms rest. All right, for this next one, we're just gonna do some really simple arm circles and then we're gonna reverse it. This is gonna work your whole arm and your back as well. Remember to keep your core engaged. So just starting with the weights by your side. You want full range of motion here. And 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then reverse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And if any of these hurt or just don't feel comfortable, modify, drop your weights, or just don't do it and wait for the next exercise. And this is probably one of my favorites. This is just a great tricep exercise that you are really isolating your muscle. So with your knees bent, your chest out, keep that head up. Bring your elbows back and then bring your hands up. You want to straighten your arm out until you really feel your triceps start to flex. This is such a good one because it really does isolate that muscle. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And stand up. Just take a break, take a breath. We're almost finished. You're doing great. All right, for this one, you're going to, again, just bend your knees slightly, chest out, head up, And then just bring your arms out. And this one is gonna feel really good to you after everything you've just done. It's still working your arms, but it feels good to not have the weights for a few minutes. You're just stretching. Again, this is working your obliques, your shoulders, and you're gonna feel this tomorrow. Let's do 5 more of these. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And shake your arms out. And we're almost finished. So for this next one, we're going to do a plank, and you can modify this one any way you would like. I like to do a plank with my arms straight. And again, you want your chest up, your chest out, your head up, press your heels back. You're gonna lift your butt a little bit, and then we're just gonna hold this for 30 seconds. If you wanna modify, you could go down on your elbows, but again, chest out and head up. If you need to drop your knees, you can certainly do that. All right, let's get started. 30 seconds, I'm gonna try to talk to you the whole time because I like to be distracted. So remember to keep your heels back. You want to press them really hard. You want your legs engaged. You want your stomach engaged. You don't want your butt sagging down. You want your butt up. Chest out, chin up. And just look around at all the beautiful scenery. 30 seconds goes by so slowly when you're doing this. This is just the best exercise. And start out at 30 seconds and work your way up. This is just so good for your whole body. So I think we have about 15 seconds to go. If you want to drop to your knees, you can certainly do that. Just remember to keep those heels back. Don't lose your form. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And drop all the way down to the mat. We are gonna stretch a little bit and just breathe for a second. And then you can push up, put your hands by your chest and just push up. Let your shoulders melt down. Press your shoulders together in the back. Bring your chin up. Just really stretch that back out. And then come into a child's position. So take your knees out. Just sit back on your heels. Stretch your arms out. Let your head fall to the ground. Then take your right arm and thread it through. Just bring that shoulder to the ground. It feels so good to stretch. And the other side. And coming back to just a seated position. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Do it as many times as you want to. You could do it 5 days a week. I recommend 3. And you'll really see a difference in your arms. So thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.